So round 3. Andre. I played him before. I don't remember what he is playing. So yeah, I'll keep this universal brainstorm lands and other spells hand. A discard would hurt a bit. Chain lightning. I've never seen him play that deck before. He must be under some kind of medication, I think. No, I shouldn't say that. People are free to play whatever they want. What do we do? We can't dodge Prides of Progress with this hand, really. Let off that. The question is, do we brainstorm just to find the Stoneforge Mystic? I think not. I mean, you want to be very mana effective against burn, but there are already, like, we could put those two back. So if you brainstorm now, draw 3 bricks, we will pretty much be dead. But since we have Force of Will here, we better get some use for it, I think. Like finding another Jace. Oh, this was nice. So we don't want that. That's a worst card in this hand. Then we put something random on top, and often you get to decide if your plan is Souls or Jace, and it's clearly Souls here. So now I pitch Jace to save some time. I mean, if we did not have Souls, I would be a bit more tempted to save the Force for Lightning Bolt on Stoneforge Mystic. But since we do have Souls, I don't feel I have to protect him, and that's also why I didn't fetch Batterskull, because I assume he will be dead pretty soon. Vortex Magic? Okay. I think we can raise this. I think we do. So the question now is, do we put maximum pressure by playing our lands and attack, or do we dodge Price of Progress? I don't think, at least we have to at least get the Souls going. So the question is, do we play the 4th land? We have to reconsider that later. So, and since he has the Vortex going, we can't afford to play around like Goblin Guides and stuff. I mean, we get that automatically by having 2 Souls at least from now and forward, but we don't have, right now we don't want to conserve life total. We want to kill him as soon as possible. So we have the swords for the next guy. Do we kill this? Yes, we do, because it's a race, and assuming he will attack with this next turn, we will have to kill it or die to it. So this is all fine, and it's at 1 card, so we can assume that's like Fire Blast. No, it's not. It's Lightning Bolt. So if you sword this guy, we have 2 more attacks, and that's not enough. I mean, he will kill us before that. No, we can't kill him. The bolt made that impossible. So if we had if we had 1 more turn, I think I could do it. Alright. let's see. Force is not good, but sometimes you just have to be fast, and Force is a fast card. If you die with 6 cards in hand, one of them could have been a Force, and maybe you would have bought yourself another turn. The ace is kind of slow. This is quite good. Counter spell, that's maybe. It's good when you have a game locked up and only afraid of like Price of Progress or something like that. Souls, not good, but okay. Now let's see, what do we bring? We want this, definitely. Click, it's a body, and that's nice. Meddling Mage. I mean, you will always name a wrong card, and you will it's like trading a bolt, so not sure. Pierce is fine. So those 4 goes in, those 4 goes out. So do we want Spell Pierce? Do we want Meddling Mage? This or this? I mean, this is better tempo, since this uses mana, and we trade evenly on mana, and maybe more. The thing is, if he plays well, he can drop a few lands, and then late game he can just bolts us when we were tapped out, and sometimes just play around Spell Pierce altogether by having 3 lands and playing 1 bolt at a time. So we don't want that. And also this one take the Vortex out of his hand, and it does not get countered by Pyroblast. Although this is a worse top deck than this, it's marginally worse since the curve is so low in his deck. So we have 58. Yeah, like blocking Goblin Guide. That's good enough. I mean, no, I'm not sure. I was gonna say we're tapping out very much, but Spell Pierce helps us protect the Mystic from bolts. And it's also stopping Vortex. So yeah, this is it. Definitely keeping. Ooh, it's always so tense against burn. The minor decisions really matters. It's like it's a combo deck of sorts. Goblin Guide, Rift Bolt. Now I'm not gonna brainstorm. Wow, this is tough. So I can wait with the Mystic and then protect it with Spell Pierce, but if I play Mystic now and he kills it with Rift Bolt, I can brainstorm next turn and then Spell Pierce the Vortex. So this is for Spell Pierce the Vortex anyway. So fetch Plains, play Mystic. So, and we already have Jitta, so every card we draw, every creature we draw will be a threat, really. And we can start gaining life as soon as turn 4. Oh. So either he kills it with something else, or he has Smash to Smithereens at the ready. So if you do want to smash it, we can Spell Pierce, and that's great. Oh, that's Searing Blaze, yeah. Fine. So far, so okay. Brainstorm, yeah. Okay, brainstorm. So, plan now is Snapcaster, Git, and protect it. We don't want that. Or it's hard to say. Perhaps I should have kept it, but I already have this one, and going up to 5 mana is a bit optimistic. So fetch basic island here. And I have this for basic swamp later on. Yes, basic. To be mana effective, I play this. If he has smash, I can force a will it, and then next turn I play Snapcaster and have double spell pierce if I need to. I don't have to flashback anything. Just want to get him going. I have the brainstorm here, but it's not a must. So he taps out for Vortex, seeing that he has this chance. But we do have force will. I hope he has four price of progresses now. Also, why you want to brainstorm? Pyroblast? Nope. Awesome. Riftbolt. That's fine. Since I can play this end of turn. Wow. I mean, I'm gonna play it. I need mana, perhaps, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna fetch. Since that's 1 life. I want for something else, maybe. I can go Snapcaster Brainstorm and then use the fetch to shuffle things away, but if you respond to me cracking this, I cannot protect Snapcaster with Spell Pierce, so let's see what he does. I hope he plays no land and tap out the Vortex, because then we're safe to get Yeti going and stop the life game, stop the non-gain life thing from Vortex. So if he has a Fire Blast, I can't pierce that. Should I, if I fetch and play Snapcaster for Brainstorm? Well, let's see. I just want him to play another spell and then I can pierce this. The thing is, if it's a 2-drop, I want to both snare and pierce. So if I take this and just play Snapcaster end of turn and nothing more, I can have both at the ready. So yeah, I don't think I can afford to flashback any spells unless he do something. Okay, so Riftbolt. If the last card is Fire Blast, I'm kinda screwed if I fetch. So I probably shouldn't. But I can, if I Snapcaster Brainstorm and he responds, if the last card is something that targets Snapcaster, I can fetch and pierce it. So I'm free to use my Brainstorm. And I love me some value. Okay, so price. Do we want the black? No. He's empty and the only black thing we have is the discard and flashback here. So wow, he almost got me there. I was gonna say I can spell snare it, but that's no good. So if I fetch this, I'll take 0. Whoa. Jedi mind tricks. We don't want to fetch duels, and the wasteland can target itself if you place another price. So what now? The distance shunt could be nice. we want. Might as well play it. If he drops Vortex, we kind of want this up. So, but we also want this if he plays a price. If he rips price, we can snare it. He only has no card in hand. So, equip, attack, and gain life immediately, I think. I mean, this. Now let's see. He has 4 lands play, so we perhaps if he plays something for 1, he will. I mean, the thing is, if he targets Snapcaster with this and can pump it 2 times, but then if he draws something, will that kill us? We're at 4, so it's on a Fire Blast. If we got to 8, we will still kill this, but we're at 8. And 8 is fine. For life, good enough. So it targets us because we have. So now if we gain life, yeah, I like this play more. So now we still have the engine going, and we're at 8. And we go down to 5. So we don't care about any top deck bearing those that kills this guy. We cannot counter with spell snare, and that's fine. I mean, he can draw a land, Vortex, any of the dudes in his deck. It's not gonna help. So perhaps sloppy to play Wasteland, since we would have taken 2 damage from Price of Progress. Can play this, so if we play Price, we can Wasteland the Delta and take nothing. Lightning Bolt, sure. Nothing we could have done there. We have an unknown card on top, so okay. I think we pierce this one. Pierce is like almost dead now anyways, and the Disenchant can work on the next one if he draws another land in between. Unknown card, so we draw it. It's a plow. Okay. We have no Jace in the deck, so it's kind of clunky right now. We need a Brainstorm, Snapcaster, Stoneforge Souls. So we don't fetch. Wow. There we go. Do we have anything? Force of Will. We're 1 mana short. Playing that. Snapcaster Pierce. Could work. If it's not a 1 mana spell, please. No Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning. Any 2-drop will do. Just fine. Vortex also. It's the I have the Fire Blast. I just have to think if I'm all in. Kind of pause. It could also mean he has some kind of 3 Flames of the Blood hand, and he plays around Snapcaster Spell Pierce. We can't do anything about it. We have to get Snapcaster going. Could also be Price, so we could like tap this and then Price counter Price, but no, there's no reason there. We can also sword our Snapcaster Mage. Could have like sword our Snapcaster Mage last turn. to stay alive from his top deck bolt, but I mean, we have the GT going, so I'm not gonna do that unless I'm otherwise totally dead. Now let's see. I think it's Price. Should I? Does he know that he can wasteland his own land? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's just on the toilet. Oh, come on. If you have the Fire Blast, don't make me wait. Could be Searing Beaks. Oh, Price. Okay, do we need a mana for something? No, we don't. So, there we go. Goodbye. Something. Spell Pierce. Yes. Do we use it? No. Our turn. Yes. Yes. He doesn't have any big dudes. So I don't think I need more than one counter active on him. So if I don't use this now, he can respond by with me using them and Fire Blast me. So if I use one, I will be safe and always leave one up. There's also the possibility to pump him and then post-combat sword him. If I draw another creature, I must have a creature for a GT to be kind of relevant. So let's see. We are not playing that one. The only reason would be if we had a Force of Will, I think. And attack. And no pump. If he pumps and he bolts us, we will get quite sad. More counters, excellent. Six, 2 counters, so we don't want him to be able to Fire Blast it. It's the last 2 counters. We're at 6 life, that's big enough, or high enough. What is it that he's not playing? And it's most likely an instant bolt, so there's no need to Inquisition him. Can't really see any other cards that he wouldn't play, bearing a land. If he like plays around Liliana of the Veil or something, we want to keep the blanks in his hand. So let's see here. Perhaps I should have pumped him. I mean, I don't want to clock him. I just want to stay alive. So 3 catch. Do I click here? If I click, he can play something for 2, and we don't have the guard up for spells now. If you have double Fire Blast, I can't kill that anyways. Fire Blast and something else at 7 damage, and I can just get life here. So keep this up and sword if I have to. It could be smashed to smithereens. Forgot about that one. That's kind of bad. But now I gain 6 life and attack for 5. That should be good enough. Fire Blast. So there's 1 card left. So we go to 5. Sure. And there's a land. Okay. Whew, glad that wasn't a some wasteland, and the next one we can play this. Glad it wasn't Smash. I was going to say that. So he has a land. The only thing we have to play against is the top deck, and the potential is mostly 4 damage. So as long as we're at 5, we are fine. We could pump, yeah, 1 counter. I think we can afford 1 counter to kill him this turn. Otherwise, I'm not that big of a fan of doing that, since the only way he can get back from an active JIT is if your opponent messes up. And winning faster when you have JIT going against burn, that seems like a recipe for disaster. So Spell Pierce, they were good. So I have some adjustments to make. Meddling Mage can block quite well. It's a body for our equipment, and even if we name Emrakul, it's a 2/2 for 2, and that's, wow, amazing. And also, what I forgot about was that since we play around Price of Progress, we have to fetch our basics, and we want Island Plains to be able to counterspell, snapcast to spell pairs, and Swords to Plowshares. So we have the 3 basics locked up, and it's more luxury to be able to fetch a basic swamp most of the time. So out you go, and even though we missed Jace a little bit, I don't think we want him. Now we have some more bodies for Yit, and a 4-drop that dies to Pyroblast against one of the fastest, most tempo-based decks in the format is not that good of an idea. I mean, that he's fine. He can like Fate Seal them out, but like I talked about in my previous recording, Fate Sealing with Jace against decks that are like lands and spells, where the spells are doing more or less the same thing. Like in this deck, it's answers and some threats. There's no particular card you want to get rid of with Fate Seal, and Burn is like bolts lands. That's it. So it's okay, but nothing great. So Fate Seal is not good, the bounce is not good, and we don't want him for the brainstorm value, since the deck is value enough against Burn. And there we have. Oh, I wish we had a 4 Thoughtseize right now. No, I don't, so mulligan. And we mulligan again. What's wrong with this deck? I think I have to reinstall the client here. And Force of Will, pitching Meddling Mage to kill the Goblin Guide. Phew. Otherwise I would have been forced to do that. And that's not good against the... hello, sorry, I misuse against all the time. And now I forgot what I was supposed to say, so never mind. It wasn't permanent. I'm so glad when they bolt us instead of playing a Goblin Guide. Can't be countered, so even if I wanted to, which I think is correct, I couldn't. I'm gonna fetch basic Plains. I think. I mean, it shuts down the whole deck. Ah, no. Can I ride Mystic with the Force to Victory? It's a price. If he has 2 prices. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. price. I could have sideboarded those out. Like, well, I get it. I have brainstorm, and if I draw that, I want to play it. And we take the JIT. I think. Batterskull. Because he can use this and force through the bolt, but then he has to use mana on that as well. And if you don't have the removal for a mistake, you will probably win, since we have the disenchant also. It was a nice mulligan actually. Three mana spell. Or lightning bolt. So do I play this to dodge, to just fetch this? Or do we play Meddling Mage naming Riftbolt? Whoa! That doesn't even help. Ha! Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So he removes the counter and then it never enters play. And now we can wasteland our own wasteland also. So he has to use the lightning bolt in his upkeep if he has something with that kind of instant effect. Searing Blaze won't help since it's no land put into play yet. Never. That card never seems to stop impress me. The good news is that we're also dragging the lightning bolt. Woo! Can't counter. Sure. But that's fine. That's fine. Our dudes have soaked up 7 damage so far. He hit us with this a few times, but at 10 life I'm quite happy. And Fire Blast signals some kind of weak hand with a lot of mountains, I assume, since they don't value those highly when he forces them. And again, there's no point faking anything by keeping this up, since the only thing that could happen is a wasteland. And that we can't use it to protect ourselves against the Price of Progress. So if he drops Land Vortex now, he's empty and will force it, since he can't use Shusher. That way we can get the Batterskull in next turn, before he top takes a bolt for this. If he kills this, we're kind of in a tough spot. The question is, what do we do here? Next turn, I'm not gonna counter it, since he has this Shusher and nothing else to do. So he attacks, we take 5, we could go to 3. But then we have Batterskull blocking next turn. And next turn we can jump with this, if we do something scary. Come on, deck! I know you're with me. Now we can also wasteland here. to totally blank the price of progress. Oh, no need to play the land yet. Put Batushka into play next turn. We play Jit, equip, play the land, fetch, attack. So we need a smash now, and that's about it. Please don't. Boo! That's sad. Fucking Shusher. And no swords. I mean, we had a mulligan to 5. I think I'm gonna stop recording now before I curse everyone and their mother.